Alright, YouTube, it has definitely been longer than I was expecting it to be before I made another video. I had several videos recorded, I just never got down to sit down and work on the editing. I've just been really busy. Last couple of videos I mentioned I had started a new job, and that is going well. It's a lot to process, and there's a lot of stuff to do with it. So I went from spending nearly 10 years doing taxes with H&R Block. I hung up my tax prep card, and then I had an opportunity to join Edward Jones Investments this year. So I am now officially working as a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and loving the company, the culture, the people I work with, the other advisors I've met. It has been an amazing journey, and that journey started just over a year ago. Beginning of December last year is when I turned in my resignation notice to H&R Block, and I started the training process with Edward Jones. The first part of the training is basically self-study to learn all the information you need to pass the licensing exams, and then taking and passing the licensing exams. And then there's a component of company study, and then once you pass all that, they fly you or send you to the headquarters in St. Louis for a few days, and then you come back and you are officially a financial advisor, and it is your job to start bringing clients in, whatever way you can get them, of course legally and ethically. So that's what I've been up to for the last year, is getting all that started. So I've been in the office now for 6 or 7 months, since April 10th. That's my official Can Serve date, and I was actually in the office the week after that, when I came back from St. Louis. And yeah, so I've been working on bringing in new clients, going out and marketing myself and my skills, servicing a book of business that was shared with me when I joined the office that I'm in. So I'm sharing an office with an advisor that's been with Edward Jones for over 20 years. So I've learned a lot from him. I have an amazing branch office administrator that has helped me out so much. So she basically mans the office when we are either out or with clients, and she is amazing. Her name is Becky. She handles so much and has trained me on so many things. So there's that. And then of course, just learning as I go. I pretty quickly, once I was in the office, made a decision I wanted to pursue professional designation to try to set myself apart from some of the other advisors in my area. The city where my office is currently has 10 or 11 advisors. One is retiring, and one just started last week. So we have 5 offices, and I think there's 11 advisors across the 5 offices right now. And that's just my city where my office is. So, but with that said, we are not geographically limited to a specific area. I've actually got clients across 7 or 8 states right now, and all over the state of Florida. So, But that's, like I said, it has been a wild ride, but I am pursuing another professional designation. It's called Wealth Management Certified Professional, or WMCP for short. I'm about almost 2/3 of the way through. I've got a little bit more studying to go. There's 3 core classes. It's basically the equivalent of taking a graduate level college course, but there's 3 of them. And I'm almost complete with the second course. I have a few more modules to go, 1 case study to write up, and then of course taking the final exam before I move on to the final module or final course. So hopefully by March, I'll be in the office for just about a year, and I'll pick up that professional designation, get to add some letters after my name on my business card, on my website. Hopefully it helps set me apart. Otherwise, outside of that, back in May of last year, actually it might have been April, I think it was May, I take it back, it was April of last year. So just after I started working in the office, I had been part of a singles meetup group. We were meeting up on Tuesdays, doing a Taco Tuesday meetup, and I met Heather, who is now my girlfriend, at one of those events. We after the day we met, we ended up standing out in the parking lot chatting for like 2 hours after everybody left, and then she asked me out. We went out on our first date in May. We did pizza and mini golf. And then it was kind of an awkward first date, like they all are, but we kept talking, started hanging out a little bit more, and then have sort of been side by side, inseparable since the summer. We're a really good team. She has started working on a master's degree in human resources. So it's a Master of Business Administration specializing in human resources. So she had her first 2 courses this year, and one was managerial accounting and one was economics, like kind of basic primer courses. So it was interesting. There was, as I'm studying for my certification, she's doing stuff, and there was ironically quite a bit of overlap. We were hitting the same subjects at the same time for some of this stuff, so it was neat. But we are now 2 days before Christmas, so it's Christmas Eve, and it's a Saturday. We have a nice long weekend. I did go into the office yesterday a little bit, but mentally I was sort of checked out on Thursday. I left the office early on Thursday because it's Christmas week and nobody really wants to be doing much. So I left a little early. I did some work remotely yesterday, went into the office for a couple minutes to check on stuff while I was out and about doing some Christmas shopping. But this weekend, I'm taking Saturday and Sunday best I can, separating work from my brain. It's been a little while since I've actually been able to go out and enjoy a nice, long, solo motorcycle ride. So that's what I am doing this morning while Heather sleeps in a bit. So I know I've been talking for quite a bit. I am currently down on one of the nicest motorcycle rides in my area. So this is Osteen Maytown Road. runs from Oak Hill, Florida on the East Coast, and it heads west, has some nice twisty curves. Runs out west to State Road 415 in Deltona area. And then from there you have an option of shooting down to Sanford or going north back up to New Smyrna. We're going to head north back up to New Smyrna. And it is 11:11. I may go. I'm actually thinking of heading up to Port Orange. We'll grab some lunch, get some gas somewhere. I'm down to 2 bars, so it's not flashing yet, but it is 11:11. So if you're superstitious, make a wish. So we just passed over Cow Creek. The water level is actually pretty high. A little surprised nobody's out there fishing. I almost always, when I come down this way, there's somebody parked their car next to the bridge, and there's standing next to the bridge with some lines in the water. I have no idea what kind of fish are this far upstream. But for the most part, I'm just doing a leisurely ride today. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've gotten a good ride in. Lubed up the chain before I left. It was a little dry. It's not that I've been slacking on maintenance. It's just the bike has been parked for a while. So. I had it out, let's see, it is December now. Had it out once or twice in November for some short rides. Had it out at the end of October. Me and Heather rode around, did some of the Biketoberfest events in Daytona. Anyways, at this point, I am going to turn my podcast back on and sign off from talking. This will be a short video. It's just basically going to be this clip from me talking. This will be my last video for the year, more than likely, but I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. May joy and prosperity fill your 2024 and the remaining days of the holiday season.